बहुत कुछ सीखना है मुझे।
समय सबसे बड़ा शिक्षक होता है अर्जुन। जब समय आएगा तुम्हारी योग्यता सबके सामने आएगी, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है।
कर्म करो अर्जुन, जय पराजय का विचार छोड़कर अपने कर्तव्य पर ध्यान दो, भय अपने आप दूर हो जाएगा।
Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. I welcome you all to another long form video on this channel. Yesterday, that is on 30th of August 2025, I received a crazy news, a crazy surprise. I've just, got promoted to senior manager in HDFC Bank. This is my first official corporate promotion, and the feeling, the emotion is absolutely overwhelming. Truly, when I saw that for the first time, I was absolutely gobsmacked because it wasn't due. It wasn't, there weren't any whispers also about that. And when it's not due, there are no whispers, and such things happen. You go crazy, you go overwhelmed, you feel, numb. The emotion was very surreal, and it's still probably I'm still processing it, because you don't expect such surprises in life, right? But such is life. और बस आज की ये वीडियो this is the most difficult challenging part कि यार, yes, you get promoted, you feel so happy deep down. I am very happy and the smile tells it all, but deep down in my heart it feels incomplete, because the most important person of my life is not around me, and that haunts always, and that takes so much out of me. And I can sense it that takes a lot out of me कि मेरे को पता है मैं और अपने आप को शायद 10 times push कर सकता हूँ, in other things in life, but somehow, I get hold it back, because yaar, when you do something and when you go home and you want to tell to your mom कि yeah, see, I did this, I got this, I achieved this, I don't have that, and it's very difficult. And of course I knew that the day when I lost my mom in year 2017, I knew कि यार ठीक है, अब एक दिन सीए बनूंगा ही, of course, but जब बनूंगा तब आप नहीं होगे, and I'll miss witnessing the most magical, the most beautiful, and the most happiest person का presence, and that hurts, that haunts, that takes a lot कि यार, it's difficult, you can't put that into words, because yaar, she and dad deserved every bit of it, because they have saw all the hard things, which we went through for so many years, and when the good things have started or when they are coming, you are not around, and that takes a lot, because for me the most happiest moment have always been you, me and dad spending time together. And that's the reason वो जो अगस्त 2017 में जब मैं आईपीसीसी क्लियर हुआ था, जब आपने मुझे हक किया था, एंड वी वर शेयरिंग स्वीट्स एंड ईटिंग sweets, that is the best moment of my life, and I'm glad that I captured that, because whenever I do something great in my life, I go back to that moment, I look at that moment, and that drives me कि यार ठीक है चलो करेंगे, because that is what I can see now, right? अब आप तो हो नहीं, आप तो कभी physically आ नहीं पाओगे, so I have to look at that picture and take myself कि यार ठीक है, imagine कि yes, she's around and we are having fun. That takes a lot, because मेरे लिए तो यही था ना सिंपल कि लाइफ में कुछ करना है, and I have to give it back to you and dad. That was the only purpose. I still haven't been able to get that कि यार फर्स्ट सैलरी आई कुछ खरीदो, because वो उसके पीछे बहुत सारी चीजें थी जो मैंने ऑलरेडी प्री प्लान कर ली थी 2017 के पहले, आपके जाने के पहले, एंड दैट इज द रीजन प्रोबेबली आई एम नॉट एबल टू डू थिंग्स कि यार फर्स्ट सैलरी आने पे ये करते वो करते वो करते, अब तक मैंने कुछ नहीं किया है. इट व्हाट 27-28 सैलरीज आ गए, बट देन इट्स लाइक कि ठीक है यार छोड़ो, बिकॉज a lot has gone out. The day when I became CA, I always you would have been the happiest person, but since you are not around, शायद वो celebration भी अब तक नहीं हुआ, and of course it's not right, but then deep down the kid in me stops me, holds me back, because I wanted you to witness all those things, and I was always doing this for you and dad, and I miss you. Of course the void can never be filled. I am sure that you are the one who feeds me with strength, who feeds me with resistance, which allows me to keep going, to just never give up in life, to push through even from those adverse circumstances, and always have a smile on my face, and always be that enthusiastic. You are the one behind that. You keep adding me strength. But then if you would have been around, it would have been the most beautiful thing for sure. I miss you always. I always wish that you could have been around, and it would have been the best thing for me. But thank you for blessing me. Thank you for giving me little surprises whenever probably I would have felt low in life. And I hope you shine the brightest. I'm sure you'll be the happiest. I would have loved to, see you giggle and have that beautiful smile, and, probably have a dance, or teasing you would have been, or pulling your cheeks would have made me the happiest when I would have, come home with the news ki, oh, I got promoted. But theek hai, it'll never happen, whatever I do, yeah, wherever I get in life, it'll never happen, and I have to live by it. That's life. Some things you would get, you wouldn't want, but still you'll get it. And there will be some times where you wouldn't expect certain things to happen, but it'll happen, just like what happened last night. So yeah, it is even. You can't complain. You can't crib about that. Of course, I've always been, I am, and I'll always be very grateful. And whatever we do, like we have done as a family, you, me, dad, we keep fighting, we keep smiling, we keep showing up, and that's the legacy I want to carry forward. And that is the reason I always show up, I always keep smiling, and I always keep working hard, because we understand that life is the bigger thing. And I know you are watching me, and I have to do it for my dad. And of course, I hope you'll be shining the brightest today, and you'll be very happy. Just keep blessing me, keep giving me that resistance, because that's what I need. I wouldn't say give me good times, bad times. That is not practically possible, and that's not how the life goes. Just give me the strength to face whatever comes in life. Just be around me, and ensure that dad is around, so that at least he is able to see whatever good I'm doing in life. I miss you while celebrating. I miss you while talking about all these things. And I hope this is the medium through which I tell to you that, oh, the emotions in me are this, that. I am so sure that you would have enjoyed hearing this in English. You loved English so much, but जब आप थे तब आती नहीं थी, अब जब आती है तब आप हो नहीं. But ठीक है, that's how life is. Just be around, just give me strength, and just keep supporting, and just be happiest. That's what I can say. Thank you, Daddy. Just be around, hang in there, keep supporting me as you have always been doing, and we'll keep rocking. And this is just the beginning for sure. Just hang in around, and thank you for everything. And just stay glued. That is the only message which I want to give it to you. Just stay glued. Just stay glued, please. अब और बहुत कुछ करना है, बस शुरुआत है. Just stay glued. Love you. ये वीडियो उस जर्नी के बारे में, उस ये 2 साल HDFC में, and what I think about this, what is my process which I follow, the principles which I follow, and the learning which people can take from this video. बस यही है कि कुछ life lessons ही हो गए, कुछ something you can take away probably for the ones who are working and who will be working. They'll get a lot from this video probably if they hang in till the end of the video. So yes, यही सारी चीज़ों पे बातें होगी इस वीडियो में, and I'm very happy to shoot this video. So let's start. So firstly, I want to just go back to the day when I joined this HDFC Bank, 10th of April 2023. So it's been 2 years, 4 months, and probably 20 days. And the journey has been crazy, literally crazy, because I still remember वो CA के 4th 5th attempt में I took probably a 12-15 months off, where I was away from the office work and was sitting in home studying, mentally exhausted. And then I was getting into a new kind of industry, banking industry, and I was going to do the work probably which I haven't done in my articleship as well. It was completely unrelated, and stepping into banking industry was also a different challenge altogether for me. but I've always loved those challenges. And the only thing probably whenever I've worked or whenever I've done something, the I have kept in my mind is, for us, like for us, for our family, the work is worship. That is the school of thought from where we come. And probably whatever I have seen, my dad is my biggest inspiration when it comes to work. And I've seen him work very, 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 very hard. Probably I understand that he hadn't been rewarded financially in that terms, but one thing I can't take away from his is his dedication, his hard work, his determination, his honesty towards work. And that is what have been my principles whenever I've worked in life, wherever I've worked in life. And that is the principles I'm gonna carry. So the day when I joined this bank, the only thing which was clear in my mind was, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to give my everything, I'm going to go beyond limits. I'm not going to care what is going on in my personal life. I will show up. I will keep trying. I will try to learn, and I will just try to get better every damn day. And that's what I have been doing. I just know one thing, like, you just work, and you work hard and you outperform, and there is no limit to working hard. And I have always believed in that, because I guess I respect that school of thought. And I always just want to be a part of that school of thought where, yes, yeah, you have to put in everything, especially when you are starting, when you are starting a new phase, new career for yourself. You have to put in that extra hours. So that's what I've been doing for last 2 years, 4 months. Ki yaar, the only controllable which I see is, put your everything into it. बहुत चीज़ें होगी तुम्हें पता नहीं होगी, but you learn. There is always an option to crib and to complain, to give excuses. But I've always believed that it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you in growing. It doesn't get solutions. The only thing which gets solution is, or the only thing which help you is, you keep trying, you keep going, you keep showing up. And that's what I was doing for last 2 years, 4 months, and 20 days. That I kept showing up. I kept working hard. I didn't care what time it is, what day it is. If I have work in my hand, I will put my everything into it. And the outside or the external noise have never mattered to me in life from almost a decade. So I don't care like what other people has to think. They have their free. They have their freedom to think whatever they want to, and I absolutely accept and understand. And I'm very good in ignoring, so I just don't. I also believe in not answering much, because there is no point. I have my own thoughts, and I love to adhere to those thoughts, abide by those rules. And that's what I do, and that's what I did. I just kept working. I just worked very hard. To be honest, I never thought about the hikes, kab hoga promotion. I never got into any such discussions. I never I was going through a time where probably I was having really very difficult time managing my finances, and the cash flow management was very poor. And at times, in such moments, it becomes very easy for to think of, अरे चलो निकल लेते हैं, चलो let's get that 40-50% hike, and of course it also helps in solving the short term problems. But I am someone who always look at the bigger picture. I've always believed in looking not what's around you, but looking beyond that. The one thing which has helped me the most always is, I've always took myself as a very, very average student, and that's what I am. And that is the reason I always tell to myself that, since you have not gone those superpower capabilities, the only thing which can save you is working hard. And that helps me, and that pushes me to work hard, because I understand that, yeah, I'm an average student, and the only thing, if I want to learn, be good at anything, I will have to work harder than someone who is probably naturally talented. I don't consider myself as naturally talented, or some smart human. And that helps me, that helped me in my studies. that helps me, in working in corporates, that helps me in life, that helps me in relationship, that helps me in everything. And that is the kind of thought process which I carry. Rahi baat, of course, when you have, grown up in a humble family, the only thing which I knew or I had in my mind is, boss, you have to work hard. That is the only thing which might not today, but someday will guarantee the change of fortunes, if not for your generation, but for the coming generations. So बस तब से स्कूल में भी मेहनत करने से पीछे कभी नहीं हटते थे, पढ़ाई होती थी तभी भी वही फॉलो करते थे. एंड when it comes to working, the same principles I follow, that यार मेरे एंड से आई शुड बी गिविंग माई बेस्ट, आई शुड बी पुशिंग बियॉन्ड लिमिट्स, आई शुडंट बी केयरिंग अबाउट रिजल्ट्स क्या होगा. ऑफकोर्स व्हेन यू आर इन सेल्स प्रोफाइल इट मैटर्स रिजल्ट क्या होगा, but then you won't be able to control numbers ever in your life. And if you'll always try to judge yourself by numbers, you'll probably not be doing honesty. You'll also have to take certain other factors. So for me it has always been like, I giving my best? If the answer to that question is yes, probably it's okay. Numbers are something which follows in place. Result is something which वो accumulation होता है, and suddenly life throws a surprise at you, like I got yesterday night, that I wouldn't even have thought in my dreams that it is happening yesterday. It will happen in some time. I thought maybe in the next cycle I might get that, I get promoted. But none of this stopped me from, putting my everything into it. And that's been my strength. And I know one thing कि यार हमें काम करना है. हम ऐसे ही अपना फॉर्च्यून, अपने फैमिली का या आने वाले फैमिली का फॉर्च्यून बदल पाएंगे. एंड दैट्स द रीजन आई जस्ट वर्क हार्ड. And that helps. I don't get into all those thoughts of जितना घंटा मिल रहा है उतने ही काम करो, या अरे you are not the owner, you are the employee. I don't believe. Of course people can have their own thoughts, but if I'm working, if I have been given some task, probably I am the owner of that task, and that's what drives me, and that's what helps me कि यार मुझे अपना बेस्ट देना है, मुझे सीखना है, मुझे बेटर होना है. And when you work, when you take those responsibility, there's an added pressure. The added pressure helps you to push, that helps you to build yourself mentally. और लाइफ में जब कब बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी आएगी तब तुम ऐसे ही, just because if you are able to take ownership of the work which is assigned, it'll help you to grab that opportunities. So mindset हमेशा से बड़ा सिंपल रहा है. एंड पता नहीं, मैं आर्टिकलशिप में भी था. Politics, corporate politics, of course it exists, but what politics, what corporate politics? Yeah, मतलब when you are clear that तुम्हें जाना है, तुम्हें तुम्हारा काम करना है, तुम्हें तुम्हारा काम खत्म करना है, तुम्हें तुम्हारा काम ऑनेस्टी से करना है, इंटेंशंस सही रखने हैं, things fall in place. When I was doing articleship, that time also I had a very beautiful time with my bosses, with my colleagues, with people around me. Same here, it's been 2.5 years. I have a great time with the people around me, with my boss, with my mentor, with my colleagues, and it's been a crazy journey. And पता नहीं, मतलब ठीक है, of course the politics exist, but you can do one thing, and probably that will definitely fetch you successes. Just go, work, put the head down, work, leave, keep repeating it for longer periods of time, and you will reap the rewards in some way or the other. हाँ मतलब ठीक है, अगर तुम्हें आज करके आज रिवॉर्ड चाहिए, then it doesn't happen like that. It might happen for once or twice, but in the long run it is never sustainable. And I am someone who have always believed in sustainability. For me that is the most important thing. For me the long term things are important. आज क्या हो रहा है या आज कैसे क्या हो जाएगा doesn't matter. I don't get into that much. I always look for the bigger things, for 1 year 2 year down the line what will happen. So that helps, because पता है कि यार आज मेहनत कर रहे हैं, तो because the thought process is clear, तो help हो जाती है कि यार ठीक है, आज कुछ नहीं हुआ तो कुछ नहीं कल होगा. और intentions जब प्योर होते हैं ना, तो रिवॉर्ड अपने आप मिल जाते हैं. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम intentions प्योर होते हैं तो रिवॉर्ड सरप्राइज के फॉर्म में मिलते हैं. एंड दैट्स द बेस्ट वे ऑफ गेटिंग रिवॉर्डेड इन लाइफ, नॉट ओनली इन work or exams or other things, but in life as well. So message यही है to the people, to the Gen Zs, कि यार work hard, give your best, don't shy away from the challenges, from responsibilities, take the ownership, and you have to work hard. Keep the intentions pure as well, and it'll help you, it'll reward you. समय लगेगा but मिलेगा reward. अगर if you feel कि no the people around you are not supportive, but someone who is not around us watches everything, and डिले हो सकता है, डिनाई नहीं हो सकता चीजें, प्रोवाइडेड यू हैंग इन, यू शो अप, यू डोंट गिव अप. तुम शो अप नहीं करोगे, तुम गिव अप कर दोगे तो ऑफकोर्स नहीं होगी, बट इफ यू डिसाइड कि यार मैं तो लगा रहूंगा या मैं तो लगी रहूंगी, यूनिवर्स विल स्टेप इन एंड मेक थिंग्स हैपन. एंड आई हैव ऑलवेज एक्सपीरियंस दैट इन माय लाइफ, एंड द ओनली वे यू कैन विटनेस मिराकल्स इन लाइफ इज जस्ट कीप वर्किंग. लास्ट दो चीजें इस वीडियो में मेरे को कंक्लूड करने के पहले, विच आर लाइक द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. फर्स्टली द मैसेज टू माई बॉस, डेफिनेटली द मैसेज टू, नहीं दो तीन चीजें, बट फर्स्ट द मैसेज टू माई बॉस. The message to my boss: hello Ronak sir, I hope, I'm sure you'll be listening this. Thank you so much, it means a lot. As I have always been telling you, I am super grateful and thankful to have a boss like you. I know you'll not take credits, you'll deny as you have been doing it always, but you'll say कि यार it's all you, मैंने तो क्या ही किया है. तो आज मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ आपने क्या किया है. You have given the opportunity to someone who was not even able to show up on the interview on time because it was scheduled in afternoon, and due to some technical challenges I was not able to log in that time, and it got delayed, and probably I was the last one to be joining, and still you entertained me, you took my interview. After getting into that interview मेरा वीडियो भी नहीं चल रहा था, and still you chose कि ठीक है चलो I'll take the interview. पूरे आधे घंटे में विजुअल एक बार भी ऑन नहीं हो पाया था. स्टिल यू टुक दैट इंटरव्यू विथ ऑल ऑनेस्टी एंड यू सिलेक्टेड मी. यू टोल्ड मी कि ठीक है, यस, विदाउट इवन लुकिंग एट माई फेस, जस्ट प्योर वर्ड्स एंड द कॉन्वर्सेशन विच वी हैड इन दोज 25 minutes. इट वुड हैव बीन द इजीएस्ट फॉर यू टू जस्ट कि यार ठीक है ना, टाइम पे शो अप कर पाया, ठीक है, रीजन कोई भी हो गया, बट ज्वाइन भी कर रहा है तो वीडियो भी ऑन नहीं हो पा रहा है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. यू कुड हैव इजीली said कि नहीं मत सिलेक्ट करो, but then at that phase of my life you gave me the opportunity. Life में the best someone can do for someone is give the opportunity, and you gave me that opportunity. हो सकता है शायद आप वो opportunity देते ही नहीं, maybe I wouldn't have been entered into banking industry, and maybe I would have been someone somewhere else. So you never know. And मेरे लिए वो इतने टाइम के बाद, गैप के बाद, आई बिकेम ए सीए, बहुत टाइम से काम नहीं कर रहा था, टू गेट दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी डिस्पाइट ऑल दोस सर्कमस्टांसेस वाज वेरी स्पेशल. सो व्हाट हैव यू डन इज यू हैव गिवन मी दी अपॉर्चुनिटी. लाइफ में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलना ही होती है, बिकॉज अगर अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी ही नहीं तो हाउ विल आई बी एबल टू शोकेस व्हाट आई हैव गॉट इन मी. या आई माइट हैव पोटेंशियल, बट इफ आई एम नॉट गेटिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज, the potential would be of no use. So thank you for recognizing, thank you for giving that opportunity, because that opened doors for me in the banking industry, and I'll always owe that to you, and I know that I have to repay faith, and I'll give my best. Thank you, super grateful, and looking forward for another crazy year. Let's rock it with real numbers. Thank you sir, thank you Ami ma'am for mentoring me. It's been crazy. You have been wonderful. Thank you for always having that high crazy enthusiasm. It means a lot, not only to me but for team as well. You are the the energy of our team, and thank you team members. Let's keep growing, let's keep rocking, and let's deliver some crazy numbers. Thanks to all the colleagues around 7th floor wale. Let's party hard soon. Thank you, and lastly, the last part of the video, what next? So what next is very simple. Like, I have been promoted, so now what will be the approach towards this stint of with new promotion and all? It's simple. I've believed in one thing always, like whatever accolades or rewards or recognition you get in life, you acknowledge it, you accept it, but you forget it and you keep moving ahead in life. Because I ask myself only one question कि यार अगर तुझे कुछ मिला है जैसे सीए का टैग या कोई अवार्ड या कुछ भी, क्यों मिला है? बिकॉज आई वर्कड हार्ड. एंड और अगर आगे कुछ चाहिए तो कैसे मिलेगा? बिकॉज आई विल वर्क हार्ड. सो दैट इज द मंत्रा. वेन एवर समथिंग गुड हैपन्स, I try to, forget it as soon as possible and keep moving ahead in life and keep working more hard because अभी तो शुरुआत है. And I want to, stay humble. बहुत ही humble beginning से आए हैं, बहुत आगे तक जाना है. And the only thing which will help me stay grounded is forget whatever, achievements you do and just keep working. So कल से अपने आप के लिए मैसेज सिंपल ही होगा कि यार वर्क मोर हार्डर, पुट द हेड डाउन, डोंट लेट all these things get into your head. You have to understand that it's it's the result of the process which you have been following, so follow the process. Simple. So कल से अपने आप के लिए मैसेज सिंपल है कि यार हेड डाउन रखेंगे और ज़्यादा मेहनत करेंगे, काम करते रहेंगे और बस रिवॉर्ड तो अपने आप अपने हिसाब से यूनिवर्स दे ही देगा. सो दैट इज़ द मैसेज, दैट इज़ द थिंग which I would at the end of the video I would like to summarize कि यार ठीक है, whatever happens you just try to forget because every day is a new day, every beginning is a new beginning. So मेहनत करते रहो because मेहनत करके ही जो भी मिला है, जो भी मिला है. आगे भी अगर कुछ है तो मेहनत करते रहनी पड़ेगी. So from tomorrow also I am just going to work as hard as possible, probably more than what I was doing yesterday. So that is the motivation, because when someone is giving you recognition, probably they are showing faith, and you can only repay faith by putting in more hard yards and ensure that whatever decision they have took, they have done justice, and the justice will be served, and probably you'll justify the recognition, and that can be only be done by working hard.